Hello, Justin Boyd, History 701. For this one, we're covering topics that are in the JSTOR, which is journal storage that's utilized by colleges and universities for master's and doctorate level research. So on the three of these articles that I'm going to choose, I wanted to look at what is causing all the issues in the Middle East and how Israel came to be. And the main question I had was, so working in history or working in intelligence and working in psychological operations within the military, having experience with that, what I noticed is that you can see point A and you can see point B, but connecting the two is muddled. And I noticed that working within intelligence and different aspects like that, that's done on purpose. It's done to classify certain documents, things set in SCIFs, different things like that, to where the average person that researches can realize that, okay, so I see point A, I see point B. I could definitely see a correlation, but it's the hard part is finding the connection with the two. And doing history, it's very hard because you need that connection. But what I wanted to do is use these three to try to kind of show that I personally believe, from what I was looking at, that Great Britain played a huge part in this, and I have a theory from what I've been looking at and what I've been reading that they possibly worked with the Nazi Party to try to eradicate Jews from Germany in order to get them to Israel, because prior to the issues in World War II, a lot of Jews did not want to move to Israel. So, all right, so I'm going to go through this. The first one is called wishful thinking or buying time. The Logic of British Appeasement in the 1930s is by Norrin Ripsman and Jack Levy. It covers the historical debate about whether British appeasement policy towards Nazi Germany in the 1930s was motivated by a naive hope that they could pacify Hitler through concessions, or if it was calculated strategy to buy time for Britain to reaffirm the better prepare for an inevitable conflict. During the appeasement period, Britain significantly increased military spending, suggesting a focus on future preparedness. Because British leaders believed they were military inferior to Germany at the time and needed time to catch up. The most prominent example of appeasement where Britain was allowed Germany to annex the area of Czechoslovakia was seen as a way to delay a wider conflict. It's been argued that British leaders may have underestimated Hitler's aggression and ambitions. But at the same time, Britain and British banks collaborated with Nazi Germany by transferring gold, laundering money, and allowing the Nazis to use counterfeit notes. 1939, the Bank of England gave Germany £5.6 million worth of gold that belonged